Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Had a good week and all that jazz. Another quick week on the channel for me. Today we're going to check out 3 new bands for the channel. We haven't looked at these guys before. And we're looking at a style of music that we don't actually look at very often on this channel, which has been the kind of theme for this week, because we had some funk rock and other stuff earlier in the week. This is some melodic post-hardcore stuff, modern stuff as well, sounding pretty cool. So we're going to check these guys out. The reason we've got this on the channel today is this band's wanted to get on board and made a priority submission. Thanks very much for that. This band is called Lights and Apparitions. The track's called The Disconnect. Let me just check. These guys are a post-hardcore band out of Houston, Texas. That's all the information they've got on their page though. Let's get them on the screen, give them a spin.
There's distance between us. You made a message. You say that you miss me. I don't believe it when you say it.
Nice and modern.
Just to make you stay. You did everything just to get away. And if you come here, realize that I'm not alone. Just know you're the reason I got that proof. When they came to me, I gave her everything. And I can't believe you said it was me believing. You can't rip my heart out of my life. You're caught now. I really need you reaching me. When it comes to me, I want you bury me. You can't break me.
Cool.
Well, I believed in us.
Nice bass in there. Cool drumming.
I wanted to get the best of me. So let me be, set me free. I did everything just to make you stay. You did everything just to get away. And if you come here, realize that I'm not alone. Just know you're the reason I got that. You're the rock of God when you're wrong. I'm tired of you. My business was done. You claim my love when it's a lesson to take.
Cool. Yeah. Cool drumming. Lots of nice extra little modern bits in it. Mixing up the mix. Cool. Cool. Did a nice job on this one. Really, really modern with all those extra trappy bits and, you know, mixing up the mix, bringing it in and out, stuff like that. Sounded really cool. Got these guys on Beheading the Traitor, which is a cool channel as well to check out. Nice one. Yeah, I thought these guys sounded right, had a good energy to them, a nice beat, and the drummer just did a great job with the big long fills to move you into the next section really nicely, kept the beat going, kept it rolling, and it just felt good to bop and move your body to. Very nice. Thought the vocal was strong as well. The vocal makes or breaks this kind of music. If he's not hitting his notes, if he's not got the right tone or the strength behind the notes, you know, it just doesn't come through the mic well. This guy sounded good. They'd laid him up nicely as well, put reverb and stuff on his vocal to thicken it up and make it sound kind of more spatial. Sounded good. And I really liked, the bass in there as well was cool. The guitar riffs were cool. There was some djenty bits in there as well. So there's lots of modern touches in this one to kind of bring it forward and make it sound nice and modern. Very cool job. Hopefully those guys will keep sending over their music, because we don't get this stuff on very often. And it's nice when someone pushes to the front of the queue and gets it on the channel. The next band I'm going to check out is called Nights Like Thieves. Their track is called All Right. These guys have got an official music vid. Let's give them a spin. Good bass and drums in this one as well. Nice job. These guys again had the right tone, the right sound, the right bop to it. You can just bounce around to this music nicely. It's got a summertime vibe to it, even though it is kind of emo music and the lyrics are all kind of emo and stuff. I do feel it's got like that pop punky summertime vibe, skateboardery vibe to it as well, which comes across nicely. It's, the right time of year for that stuff and all the rest of it. So yeah, I like this stuff. It's got a good vibe to it, and it's kind of music you can just kind of get straight into. It's not like technical death metal where you got to sit there and really put your mind to the music. You can just slap this on and get a good vibe from the sound. Cool. Last band we're going to check out is called Against the Sun. Their track is called Back to Ruin. Let's finish off with these guys. Nice mix on all the bands. It's important with this music, with a clean vocal, it's got to sound right. Nice drumming as well. choruses from these bands. Yeah.
It's not easy to change completely. Kevin, I can see you, I just smile. You got nothing left to lose. Liar, no peace in denial. I won't let you refuse.
Yeah, the bass great in this one as well.
Come back to me and forget this world. You know you need to release this heart. I'm your friend when no one's there. I'm the god of your desperate prayers. I'm always bringing you back to ruin.
Cool. Yeah, nice metallic edge and ripiness to these guys. Cool. Yeah.
Come back to me and forget this world. You know you need to release this heart. I'm your friend when no one's there. I'm the god of your desperate prayers. I'm always bringing you back to ruin.
Cool. Man, I've really enjoyed the bands today. This isn't music I listen to super often. I'm more of a no cleans kind of guy, screaming and shouting. But when the guys get it right in these kind of bands, it's very enjoyable. And I think all the vocalists today have actually hit the nail on the head with what they want to do with this kind of music. The vocalist, as I said earlier, makes or breaks this kind of music. You can have the dopest riffs, the dopest drumming, and all the rest of it. Great composition. But if your vocalist can't hit the notes, if he hasn't got the right kind of that pop punky tone, more of a high range tone and things like that, it's just not going to sound right. It's going to ruin the whole thing, you know. But all the vocalists today have done a nice job. I think they've sounded right, had the right tone, and hit their notes in the powerful and right way to carry the rest of the music nicely. So good job with that, because otherwise, you know, just say it just makes or breaks it. But all the rest of the band members have done sick as well today. The bassist has come through in every single track, doing his thing, sliding up and down the neck and all the rest of it. Got his own tone within the mix. Love to hear that. Great riffiness and a solo and stuff in that later band there, and some heavier elements. Love to hear that as well. Because, you know, with post-hardcore, you can get kind of really screamy, shouty stuff with a bit of singing in it, or you can go the kind of the other end of the spectrum like we have done today, which is mostly singing and then just a little bit of screaming and shouting here and there. It's nice to hear a bit of screaming and shouting still in this music, because it brings across that emo, shouting, screaming, I'm angry, you know, sad, angry kind of vibe. And you want to push that through this music as much as you can, because that's, you know, that's the vibe of this kind of music. That's what you're trying to get off your chest with this stuff. You can hear that in the lyrics as well. So yeah, I think all the bands have come through really nicely today. Really modern as well, sounding, you know, not sounding like old stuff from 20 years ago and stuff like that. All sounding modern, all got a cool mix that came across nicely as well. Sick drummers in the bands as well, moving the tracks nicely, keeping the beat bouncing, and just rolling along so you can get straight into this music. So yeah, a lot going for this kind of music. If you like this kind of stuff, all three of these bands should be bands that you can get straight on board with. So head over to their channel, give them a like and all the rest of it. If you've made it this far into this video, think about giving it a like as well and a subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're going to be back now for on Monday with the Monday grind. We've got some sick Monday grind stuff coming up. Hope you have a good weekend and all that jazz, and we'll see you then. If you want to get your band on the channel next week, there's the link. Head over to it's in the description as well, but head over to the website, make a submission, and we'll get your band on the channel next week. We'll see you then, guys. Cheers. Bye.